Hi everyone! My name is Bree, and I haven't done a video in, I don't even remember how long, but I wanted to do one really quick because it's been too long, first of all, and I wanted to say hello. And I am so excited to present my Lev Haolam first box ever. I found this on Facebook on a Facebook ad, I guess because I love Israel and I'm, spiritual Israel, and anyone who is in, the seed of Abraham is Israel. So we need to support Israel. That's controversial, but that's my view. And I even have in Hebrew, I got my new tattoo. It says Esther in Hebrew. That's my new God-given name. So anyways, long story short, I love Israel and I'm part of the seed. So I'm grafted in, and I come to find out I am part Jewish, but it's a very small amount in my DNA, but it still counts. So I'm learning my Jewish parts, and this is something I can do and anyone can do to support Israel. So the first box I got it had a promo, and I think it was about $60 my first box. And it did take some time to get here, but patience is a fruit of the spirit, so definitely have your patience. And I expect my second box soon after, I hope. I am giving them more time based off of the war that's happening. So it happens, and just hang in there. So this is my official first Lev Haolam, and I'm so excited to support Israel. And yeah. I think afterwards, just so you know, in case you're interested in doing this, you can go on their website, and I believe it's about $100 a month, and they give you so many different things. So I'm gonna make sure my address is not on there because it is private, of course. Nobody wants their address out there, especially me, for many reasons. But this is official raw opening, so I just bear with me here. I barely do any videos as it is, so okay. Let's see, it says, Shalom, wishing you a happy Passover, made in Israel, as you can see. May your life be filled with music. Scan me. Okay, so I'll try to, I don't know if you can really even, it's a QR code, just so you know. And they just had the Passover's coming, so I guess we just had Purim in the book of Esther. At the time, they probably had this going on. So the Passover box. And it's when the festival of spring meets the song of songs. I love this. And it looks like a poster. You can even probably put it, well, I guess it's for the box, but I just love putting anything in a frame, Pesach, I could be saying this wrong, I don't speak Hebrew, tells the story of the Exodus from Egypt, the story of spring and the renewal of the entire world, the birth of freedom and the service of God. The essence of the Song of Songs is springtime, growth, and the freedom to follow the heart. Song of Songs is the song of freedom, the freedom to follow love, and faith in one's ability to encounter love. Each year on Pesach, it is customary to read Song of Songs and to remember spring and freedom. And that's what that says. I love Song of Songs. So this is so special to my heart because I love the Song of Songs. So a little bit of side note, when I was studying Song of Songs, oh, this is beautiful. They did a really good job. I don't want to cry, but the Song of Songs is so dear to me because it's the love language of God. And so Solomon wrote lots of songs. Of course, David wrote more in Psalms, and David was amazing at music, and hence he was in his temple to entertain Solomon. And Solomon, I feel like, was always trying to be like David. But David, as it says, Solomon has, killed thousands, but David tens of thousands. And he was so jealous of David because David always one-upped him, right? And not even trying. It was just his calling. And so Song of Songs was the song of Solomon as AKA, right? But the Song of Songs was like the only like one-hit duo of Solomon, apparently. So it's kind of like it's like a oops, like sorry, that's the only good one you had to put in there. But it made a huge book and it really meant a lot. And some people say, theologians think that the Song of Solomon could have been based off of Solomon's first wife that he loved. We don't know, but that's just things that I heard that I thought I'd mention. So let's carry on. I love to talk, I'm sorry. The magic frame, it says, and this might be backwards, I do apologize. I didn't know how to do this without being able to see myself. So it says Song of Songs, the magic frame. So this is one thing. I love how everything is like really all like, it's the same kind of theme. So this is soap, rose. Oh, it smells like a nice rose. Rose soap. And these are all artisanal things from handmade things in Israel. Here's the dates. Which another thing about dates, sorry I didn't open my other one, I just keep going, but dates, you know how they say like the land of fruit and of milk and honey? So someone else had mentioned that honey came from dates. So side note on that too, I read and heard, and I thought that was an interesting note, which they do have honey in Israel, but some people make honey from dates because it's sweet. So, medjul, they say. Your stately form is like the palm, Song of Solomon 7:8, which I do have another thing in my house. It's actually right there, but I'm not going to do like a ring around. It says, I have found the one whom my soul loves, Song of Solomon 3:4. I love that. And I love dates, and they're so expensive, so I love getting that for my dad because he loves dates, and I really like to do that like when I see them because I know it's like a little sweet treat. Oh, every little thing is just so beautiful. This is an art piece. It gives you like instructions. Oh, I was thinking about giving these things away for like gifts because I'm a gift giver. Look at this. That is so neat. How? I'm going backwards, sorry. I'm gonna go one more up. Okay. Oh my goodness. Because you know how in Song of Solomon, it talks about like her teeth are like, as white as something, and he's expressing her breasts like, like little mountains, and there was something about an antelope, and I thought it's gotta be something like that. I'm getting so giddy. But what was it said it on here. My case, my beloved, and be thou like to a gazelle. That's what it was, not antelope, I'm sorry, that's by Africa. Gazelle. I love it, sorry. I don't get this giddy, but this was something I waited for 2 months, so be patient. And it could do, like, you can either hang it or make it sit up. This is so neat. Love. How appropriate. I love everything. And that's not even, I got like 2 things down. 3 actually with the soap. Let's go through the soap. So there's a scripture on everything, and they have it in Hebrew. And then this one's, my beloved is mine, and I am his. He feeds among the lilies. Song of Solomon 2:16, which very similar to my 3:4 over there. It smells like love. So it tells you little stories. So this is based on the story of this artisan. It's beautiful, y'all. I need to calm down. Look. I could smell it through the box, But the fact that, look, it's like rosebuds. Sorry. Okay. It's so beautiful. Some of these things I'm gonna like, I want to use it because I feel like it's all blessed. But I'm also like, I want it to last. So, okay, here's another one. Rosé pralines. Okay, I love how everything's so beautifully put together. No wonder it took so long, especially with the war happening. I'm very proud of them. This is, of course, kosher for Passover parve. Dark chocolate cocoa mass. Vanilla. Dark chocolate too. Okay. This one, of course we gotta go through this. It says, "Let my beloved come into his garden and eat his precious fruit." Song of Solomon 4:16. Okay, here we go. Let's open this one. Okay. I'm not the best at opening. This is my first opening boxing ever. Beautifully done. Ah, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. And so let's carry on. Okay, so next we have the chocolate coated matzah. I've heard of matzah balls, so I wonder, and we're not even halfway done. Oh my gosh, there's more. Okay, this might be a little long video. I'm 11 and a half minutes in. Okay, so this is matzah, chocolate coated matzah. His mouth is most sweet, and he is altogether lovely. Song of Songs, 5:16. I don't know where to open. I just love how beautiful it is. Everything. Okay, unfortunately, I'm gonna open it anyways because I'm gonna open it eventually. So I might as well have one tonight. They're like little. Sweet treat. I'm definitely gonna eat some of that. This is not going to taste. Okay. Oh! No, I love good smells. Every time, like for my clients, when I have them come into my office, everyone comments how good of a smell it is because I love good smells. And I always have a candle going or some type of spray, and I just love, it really sets a good mood. So for me, good smells are a big deal. And this is geranium, lavender, and bergamot. Mist. Beautifully done. Gift of nature. If I could read it all, it'd take me forever. This is lavender, bergamot, geranium, and ylang ylang. Opens the heart and awakens passion. But I guess it was very appropriate. So right after February, right? And it says Eden. All right, pure body and soul aromatherapy mist. Gift of nature. I love how it's in Hebrew. I don't know. I'm so sorry. You can't really see that, but it's in Hebrew too. I can smell it already. Okay. I'm gonna smell like Israel. I love it. So when someone's gonna ask me, like, thanks, it's from Israel. I couldn't be more proud. I'm just so happy. I love supporting them. I don't care what anyone says. I'm very proud of that. Maple pecans. Pecan. And this one's also, of course, everything's kosher, but it's the first thing I see. And this is made in Bet Hillel, Galilee. Grown with care in the lush landscapes of the Upper Galilee, these pecans are harvested and handled with precision. I'm really bad at English today. Each nut is soaked in pure pecan oil and organic maple syrup, creating a natural combination that enhances the maple sweetness and the pecan's rich, deep flavor. Gently roasted. Just beautifully done. Oh, I went down to the Garden of Nuts. Song of Solomon. Sorry. 6:11. I've had such a bad allergies, so pardon that. And beautifully packaged again. Okay, you know me, I gotta open it. So. Might as well, that's what unboxing is for. Now, I love butter pecan ice cream, so this smells just like it. Love it. Okay. Let's carry on, otherwise it's gonna be like an hour video, which I'm sure Lev Haolam doesn't mind. I don't know if I could put things where you could see it. And there's one more thing. And I remember they did mention that they have like a booklet of the artists that you can read about them and learn everyone who you're supporting. And I think they do this every time. And I think they change it according and catered to each box, of course. That would make sense. So, and it's beautifully done. This is definitely, I love how it's not just thrown in there with just random artists. They actually make like a theme. And this was Song of Solomon theme. And I love it because even like I'm reading as I'm talking, it has in the back like more Song of Songs, 1-3. Like the fragrance of good oils, your name is like flowering oil. Oh, that's my thing. I'm gonna read Song of Solomon again. And I think I remember this lady. Oh, this is the lady that does the soap. That soap lady. It must smell amazing. And you can see how they actually do articles for it. I'll be looking forward to some light reading before bed. The people behind the products, see? So I just love that there's so much detail and love put into it, pun intended. All the love and all the land. And I love learning about it because there's so many things. Like most people don't even scratch the surface of the Bible, but to really dive into it. And look how it is before it leaves. Like there's real rosebuds on top that look pure, like just really fresh, you know? Maybe she was like the number, like the big thing, because I see that she's the most part of it, but it did go into other things as well. Beautiful. So I won't take too much more of your time, but I am just so proud of finding a way to support Israel, and there's a lot to be said about that, and I just want to listen to what God says. I don't want the media to dictate what I do spiritually or biblically. It says what it says, and pray about it if you're conflicted with that, because in Genesis 12, it says to bless those who bless Israel, and he will curse those who curse Israel. And there's a whole nother 2.0 to that. So if you're having trouble figuring out how to support Israel, in your heart, just ask God, because I took a lot of studying. A lot of friends don't appreciate me doing that, but that's what I believe, and I am Israel. So I'm just not in Israel, but we are all of Abraham's seed, whether Jew or Gentile, as it says in Galatians and Romans, and there are nor Jew nor Greek. We are all partisan with God in Jesus Christ. So thank you so much, Lev Haolam, and I appreciate your order. I am so glad and so excited to use everything and eat everything and smell everything and to tell everybody about you. So God bless you, shalom, and stay safe.